Hey everybody, how are you? This is Adrian. It is Thursday. It is 6 p.m. and I am live as you know, as we're gonna make this a norm for a little while. So as you can see, I'm on Facebook. Hey Facebook. I'm on my business page, my regular page, I'm on my YouTube, and I'm on my business IG. So I hope you all are having a great day. I tried to let you all know what we'll be talking about today. Of course, it's the word of the week. And I also want to do a little bit of suicide awareness as well, just because it's been so much going on in the world right now. So I just want to do my part as a domestic therapist out here. And yeah, so we will get started. So the word of the week, if you don't know, I'm doing a word of the week. I started doing a word of the week when I saw that people were doing a word of the year and something that they were going to take with them and carry with them for the whole year. So yeah, so I'm doing a word of the week, and this week's word has been fearless. And in that, looked up the definition. It was a very simple definition: lacking fear. And a lot of people think, you can be fierce and fearless and all this other stuff. But I believe it goes a little deeper than that. Being fearless comes to you in different ways, and it takes you in different directions because there are so many different ways that you should be fearless. um that's saying taking the next step, trying something new, doing something different, like all of these things. You have to be fearless, like you have to overcome the fear. And I know fearless says lacking fear, but sometimes that fear can propel us to do it anyway. So everything you do in life is not going to be fearless, but let's hope that the fear that you have can help you do it anyway. So that's what fearless is about. And as I was looking up different songs for fearless, a lot of them were gospel songs talking about being fearless. And that's what we have to be. We have to be, and again, not necessarily not having fear, but showing up as if we're fearless, doing things in spite of the fear. Because again, fear can propel you to do great things. Because sometimes you scared, do it anyway. So yeah, that's that's our word of the week, which is fearless. I will be coming back to you next week with another word. Um, and so today, so normally I talk about suicide awareness during Suicide Awareness Month, Mental Health Month, um, World Mental Health Day. I have different times that I talk about suicide and mental health and everything, because sometimes people feel that it brings them down. But I felt the need to come today in my regular live and talk about it today. So, in light of the recent suicides, um, and I say recent because and it's more people that commit suicide. This is a thing, but the more public suicides, I would say, with the suicide of Chesley, and Ian. And Ian is Regina King's son. And it's not, yeah, I'll just say that. And it's something that I've had to deal with this week, with many of my clients, because it has touched them. They're trying to figure out like what would make someone, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you all are asking yourselves the same questions. What would make someone commit suicide? What would make someone not want to be here? And a lot of people are just like, I don't understand. And the thing that I tell people who say that, it's good that you don't understand, because if you understood, that means that your mind is in that place. That means you are thinking that way. And for those who don't understand, I'm not going to say you're not going to understand it, but it's difficult to wrap your brain around because there are many people out here who are like, oh, I would never take my own life. I hear you, but there are people out here whose brains don't think that way, who are not able to unlock themselves from themselves. And there are parts of themselves that is fighting against them on a daily basis. And it doesn't matter if they are succeeding, if they have money, if they are doing great things in the world, they can do all of that and at the same time have an inner struggle that no one will ever understand. And it's one of those things that again, I just want to say I'm glad a lot of you don't understand. Um, because like I said, if you did, you would be living in turmoil, kind of. Yeah. And I'm actually looking up something because I want to make sure that I get it right because uh I don't like to have words wrong. I don't like to have stuff wrong. And yeah. Okay, well, I don't see it. But yeah, for some reason I can't find find the post. But apparently Miss Chesley left a IG post, and if anybody out there knows what it said, uh just let me know. And because I wanted to quote it because it it is something very telling, and it's something. Oh, there it is. I found it. So, it is something very telling, and it is something that a lot of people don't understand. And the post read, "May this day bring you rest and peace." And a lot of people are trying to figure out, like, oh, who was that message for? Who is this to? What is she talking about? It was for her. It The message was to herself, and it was saying to herself. And again, I don't know her. Let's put out the disclaimers. I'm just saying what I know about suicide and people who are in turmoil and fighting within themselves. Uh, but I believe that the message was for herself because she wanted to find rest and peace. And in some of the research and things that have come up since, like interviews and different things that she said, if you're reading it, you can tell that she's fighting with herself. She had a struggle with becoming 30. She had a struggle with being the oldest Miss USA at 28, the oldest. And old kept coming at her. And for some reason, that clicked within her and she wanted to fight against it. And for some reason, her brain was just like, nope, 30 is it. Nope, 30 is it. And it's one of those things. And she may have been going to therapy. She may have had a therapist. She may have been doing all of the things. But sometimes some people are resolute, and sometimes it's not always the remedy for them. I'll say that. And it is one of those things, like, people want to say, try to look back at the signs and symptoms and everything of suicide. And then one of the things that they always forget is like being resolute. So sometimes when somebody has decided to take their own life, you may not see it because sometimes it shows as elation. It shows as being kinder to other people. It shows as giving away things in a nice way. And it's like, oh, here, I don't need this. You can have my such and such. You can have my such and such. Like, and I don't say this for, like, this doesn't just go for rich, famous, those types of people. I will say I worked at the prison and they had someone commit suicide. And as I talk, because, we still have to talk to the offenders that were friends, bunkmates, worked at the same job, all of that. You still have to talk to them. And one thing that they were saying is that this person was giving away their things and they weren't understanding. They were just like, oh, free snacks, not thinking or not knowing that this person was planning to take their life that night. And it's it's a sign that a lot of people don't really catch, or it's a sign that some people skip over, because a lot of people want to talk about, oh, they were so sad, oh, they were so this, but they don't look at the the resolute that, oh, okay, and the okay, they were sad, but now they're coming up, and then they're like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. So if you know someone that's been like, oh, I want to take my own life, and then you talk to them and then they're sad and everything, and all of a sudden they're like very upbeat, they're very good, they're like looking forward to a certain date, like, oh, this day is going to be great, and you're like, oh, what happens on that day? And they don't have a word for you. Sometimes those are the things that you should look at when they're giving up valuable possessions, things that are valuable to them. And if sometimes, people don't just come out and say they want to take their own life, sometimes it comes out as, I'm tired, and when you ask the tired of what, and sometimes it's tired of being here, tired of doing this. I'm tired, and not all the time, but sometimes that is an indication that something could be going on with somebody. So, yeah, suicide awareness. I just want to say, look out for each other. Um, yeah, somebody just posted on IG, if you see something, hear something, or think something, say something. Exactly. That is like one of the suicide mottos. Like, if you hear, if you don't understand it, it's okay to ask the questions. If somebody doesn't come straight out and say, I want to harm myself, I want to take myself away from here, you asking the question is not going to give them the idea. Because a lot of people say, well, I don't want to bring it up because it might put some thoughts in their head. No, no, it's not putting the thought in their head, because it might have already crossed their mind. It's one of those things that you just reach out and just add, like, are you having thoughts of wanting to harm yourself? Like, is there anything I can do? And you would be surprised at the answer sometimes. And for me, I'm not surprised, because I do it, and ask that question on a regular basis. It's just that, we, as each other's keeper, like, everybody wants to say, oh, check on your friends, check on this person, I always say, start with yourself. Nikita said, thanks for this reminder. You're very welcome. I always say, start with yourself, because you have to check to see if you're okay. If you can't ask yourself the question and give yourself the answer, you may need to speak with someone and talk to somebody, because everybody wants to put on everybody else. Check on this person, check on that person, make sure everybody in your circle's okay. No, make sure you're okay, because what if nobody's checking on you? Make sure you're okay, and then ask for help if you're not. And then if you are okay, make sure you have the shoulders, the bandwidth, the information, the ear, the spirit, everything to take in when you're checking on these other people. Because what a lot of people don't understand or realize, that some people are just waiting for you to check on them. Like, they've not been able to release, they've not had anybody to talk to, they've not had a lot of things in a long time. And people just running out here checking on people. You have to make sure you're okay to handle what they give you, because sometimes they've been wanting or waiting for somebody to check on them. They've been looking for that hand to reach out to them and ask, are you okay? Do you need anything? And when they give you what they have, you have to be able to handle it. So that's why I always go, check on you first. Make sure you're doing okay. Make sure you're able to handle checking on other people, because it's not just checking on other people, because sometimes that stuff that they have, you don't even know it's coming. People have stuff hanging on them, weighing on them, and not knowing what to do with. And then you still have to be okay with not being able to fix it. Because I don't even fix people. I just help them find within them what they can do to help themselves. And that's, I will say people think that they can do this job, as a therapist. It's not for the weak of heart. It's not for the faint, and it's not for everybody. So when I say you have to be prepared as you going out asking people, "How you doing, sis? What's up, bro? Let me know. Come to me," and then they do. You have to be ready for that, and be ready to provide them with information with the stuff that you can't handle, and be okay telling them like, "Whoa, that's a lot. I don't know what to do with that, but I'm gonna help you find somebody that can help you. I'm gonna get you to the right place so you can get the assistance that you need, and I will support you as you take on this journey." Like, I have plenty of clients whose family pays for their therapy. Like, they take turns, or they'll pitch in and pay for their therapy. Like, it is a wonderful thing, and they do what they can. It's something because they want to support, but they know that they can't do it. So that's a whole other thing. So just not only pay attention to your friends and your family, pay attention to how you're feeling. Pay attention to what's going on with you. Pay attention to how you're feeling on a day-to-day basis. It's okay to check in with yourself. Nobody knows you better than you. Nobody knows how you're feeling better than you. And it's okay to reach out to somebody. It's okay to share. It's okay to say something. And my battery is low on my computer. So I guess that was the end of my statement on everything. So, but yeah, so yeah, just like my computer said the battery is running low, check on your battery. Check on your friends, check on their batteries. Try to make sure, you are fully charged before you go out there trying to jumpstart somebody else. Yeah. So that is a bunch of words for the week. The word for this week was fearless. But yeah, we got to talk about some suicide awareness. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. I'm not going to answer a lot of your personal questions. I have to qualify that. I'm not going to answer your personal questions because I am not your personal therapist, but I will try to answer some general questions. So I don't want you to think you about to get free therapy by hitting me up. This is not how it goes. We have contracts and stuff put together because I am a domestic therapist, which means I do therapy in the state of North Carolina, but I'm an international life coach. So if you want to see me and you're not in North Carolina, we might be able to work out some life coaching stuff. So I guess that's it. So oh yeah, if there's any other mental health therapists or any type of therapist out there and you want a domestic therapist shirt, link is in my bio. Yes. That is all. You all have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend as we go into February. The the month of love, as you can see right there. Not sure if my word of the week will be love this week, probably the week after. I don't know. I got a couple of words I'm tossing around out there. But it might be love just to hit before Valentine's Day since it's like on a weird day. I mean, some day it's supposed to be on, but yeah, now I'm just rambling. So thank y'all for watching. Oh, thank you, Law Dog. He said job well done. Thank you so much. So and remember, if anybody ever wants to jump on with me, Facebook, you have to let me know in advance because I have to get you in the link and all that stuff for StreamYard. Instagram, if you ever want to jump on, just ask for a request and I would get you on at the end and we can talk about the word of the week or what we just chatted about. So thank y'all so much. Have a great, wonderful rest of your week. This is the start of February. This is the year of the tiger. I'm going to go with this new year because January did not start off right. So we're going to start it off now with the year of the tiger. So, yes. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch y'all next Thursday, 6 p.m. Bye.